Good afternoon. My name is Sean Carter, President and CEO of NEACH Payments Group. Since 2015, NEACH Payments Group has helped organizations like your financial institution and third-party centers manage risk, drive improvements, maintain compliance, and strengthen the bottom line through a suite of audit, risk assessment, and compliance services. After conducting hundreds of audits and risk assessments, we found that there's a need for NEACH Payments Group clients to stay informed on the viability of their originators, their third-party senders, the clients of the third-party senders, and any other processors, which is why we've partnered with Argos Risk to bring those solutions to our clients. Today, I'm joined by Kevin Sasser, Director of Sales and Marketing at Argos Risk, to shine some light on the various ways Argos Risk can support your needs and solve some of your business challenges. Welcome, Kevin.
Thank you, Sean.
Kevin, what makes Argos Risk Solutions so viable for not only financial institutions, but as you and I talked before, third-party senders as well?
That's a great question, Sean. And so let me start with the challenges and work my way towards a solution. So for organizations, ODFIs, third-party processors, and those involved in the payments value chain, if you will, when it comes to third-party underwriting, there's historically been three big challenges. The first one's been confirming the accuracy of the due diligence information that you receive from your originator. You know, having one source of information for all your due diligence and having it be the originator is probably not a good idea. Number two, staying after onboarding, after you get the client up and running, staying in touch with how's that originator performing in today's economic environment. I mean, you think about the challenges that we faced in just in the past 24 months alone. You know, the days of, we call it set it and forget it, doing that one-time analysis on the front end and then not looking at that originator ever again unless they get the returns spike up. It's probably not a strategy on a go-forward basis. And then finally, and this is a problem, I call this a silent problem because a lot of organizations won't admit to it, but an organization will collect tons of information about a third party or a third-party originator or a third-party processor or originator themselves, but not understand it or not read it. Or they'll take it and put it on a shared folder somewhere and just say, check the box, hey, we got the documentation. We didn't actually use it to make any decisions or make an informed decisions, but we checked the box. So our system, which we call surveillance or AR surveillance, takes all those problems off the board. We provide our subscribers with the ability to quickly evaluate and continuously monitor the financial stability, the cybersecurity, and the legal status of their third-party relationships. And we have a layer of intelligence built into the system. So when something important happens with one of your key third parties, you automatically receive an alert that says, hey, this originator has a change in their risk profile. Hey, there's a new lawsuit out there. Hey, there's congratulations. This one of your originators is partially owned by an oligarch and is now on the OFAC list. You know, so we help automate, streamline, and sort of bring a level of modernization into third-party processing.
Outstanding. The one thing I wanted to follow up there is you mentioned that people need to understand the cyber, if you will, cyber habits of their customers and how they handle cybersecurity. Because when we talk about exposure, it's not just credit, right? Operational risk is a huge factor in payments. So I'm glad and very happy that this product can also help, because we're telling financial institutions and third-party senders, you need to expand your review beyond, can they just pay for it, right? There's a whole lot of things happening within payments that are related to operational risk concerns, and an exposure limit, which the rules require, is truly about the total risk that an organization represents to the institution or to a third-party sender. So great product, very excited. So let's talk a little bit about the benefits and perks an MPG client gains if they contract a solution with Argos Risk.
Well, in addition to this, the help in terms of financial, operational, and reputational risk mitigation, I think the first thing is that our system is extremely cost effective. And it's tailored to the needs to the financial institution. So to give you a point of reference, I think our smallest client is a lovely $16 million credit union that is monitoring 20 of their key relationships. And on the flip side, we have clients in multiple industries. I think our largest client, or one of our largest clients, is the company that makes my car. And so to give you an idea of the robustness. So price point is usually within a comfortable range for most of our clients. The second point is the value of bringing in fresh intelligence on your third-party relationships is the catalyst that can make your policies more operational. I've been notorious for writing these beautiful policies, sticking them on the shelf and never looking at them again. But when you bring a level of automation into the equation, that from a risk management standpoint, you automatically have the resources like, hey, we are going to check our clients every single day automatically. We are going to stay in tune what their legal exposure is. And without having to add additional employees or block off massive amounts of time, it helps bring that policy into your front line of business in terms from an operational standpoint. And finally, and I'm not speaking officially, but unofficially, we help your next audit go just a bit smoother because our platform provides a consistent, repeatable, automated process in terms of evaluating and keeping you informed on the viability of your third-party relationships. And I don't think I'm speaking out of school. That's the kind of things that auditors love to see.
I'll speak from experience, Kevin. You are correct in that we do love to see that. So aside from it being a requirement, right? So we always get into these conversations with people. There's things you have to do under the NEACH rules. But aside from just being a compliance obligation, both under the NEACH rules, OCC, FFIEC guidance, why do you think it's important for ODFIs or any institution to monitor the originators and as equally important, their third-party senders?
Great question, Sean. So I've been involved with financial institutions since 1992 when it comes to payments origination. And back then, everything was a little bit simpler. Your originators were usually within driving distance. They brought their files in on a 5 1/4 floppy, and the risk limits just from system-wide were at a reasonable, manageable point. Well, transition to today, and we have same-day ACH, now can be $1 million transaction. So the financial risk are higher. And then the sanctions risk are higher. And don't get me wrong. I mean, OFAC came out in the early 90s and it's been there for a while, but with Russia's invasion of Ukraine, those companies that some didn't even think twice about, all of a sudden have some tie to an oligarch or some sanctioned entity, and now they can't be served anymore. And you have to stay on top of that. And then when you start the cyber discussion, that starts blossoming out because you have to worry about a threat to your, are they going to be a threat vector to your organization, or are they going to be a ransomware attack, or are they going to be attacked themselves? Because a ransomware attack, the average ransom right now is like $350,000. And the average cyber attack on a company directly could go anywhere from the hundreds of thousands of dollars to millions of dollars. So everything, the stakes are higher, the time you have to react is shorter, and the responsibility has just done nothing but increase itself on the financial institution. So that's why I encourage all of our clients, to take the monitoring seriously, stay on top of where your third-party relationships, because someone's going to challenge you to own this type of information if something should go sideways.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Kevin, for that good news and perspective on where we are today. And yeah, it wasn't much different time with the floppy disks. And so again, I want to thank you for taking the time. And I know we here are really excited to be able to work with you guys to deliver this product to our clients. And if people want to learn more, visit us online at neachgroup.com, and they can get the information they need there. So, or do what I do and connect with Kevin on LinkedIn and get into conversations that way. So thanks again, Kevin, for joining us.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you so much.